You walk into your kitchen and effortlessly stick a grocery list to your refrigerator with a magnet. That same magnet has been holding things in place for years without any visible power source. Batteries. Or fuel. It seems to have unlimited energy. So here's the million-dollar question. If magnets can exert force indefinitely, why can't we build motors that run forever using permanent magnets? Why don't we have machines that spin endlessly, generating free electricity for the world? The answer reveals one of the most elegant lessons about energy, motion, and the fundamental rules that govern our universe. To understand this puzzle, we need to think carefully about what magnets actually do. When you see a magnet holding a paper to your fridge, it looks like the magnet is continuously working, constantly pulling against gravity. But appearances can be deceiving. The magnet isn't actually expending energy. Just by sitting there any more than a book on a shelf is working hard to stay put. Inside a permanent magnet, billions of tiny atomic compasses called electron spins are all lined up in the same direction, like a perfectly organized army, all facing the same way. Once aligned, they create a magnetic field, an invisible zone of influence around the magnet. Maintaining this alignment doesn't cost the magnet any energy. Just like a compass needle pointing north doesn't drain a battery. The magnet can hold this state for decades without running out of magnetism. This is where many people's intuition leads them astray. They think if magnets can push and pull forever without losing strength, why can't I arrange them to create continuous motion? It's a logical question, but it misses a crucial distinction between having a force and doing useful work. Here's where the rubber meets the road. Imagine you want to build a motor using permanent magnets. You arrange magnets around a wheel so they'll push against magnetic elements on the wheel, causing it to spin. Initially, this seems promising. The magnets do indeed push the wheel, and it starts rotating. But here's the catch. As the wheel turns, those same magnets that were pushing also start pulling it. Every magnet that gives your wheel a helpful shove will eventually be in position to grab it back. Think of it like trying to design a hill that only goes downward. A ball can roll down one side of a hill, gaining speed and energy. But if you want it to keep rolling forever, it would need the hill to keep going down infinitely. In the real world, every hill has both a downward slope and an upward slope. Similarly, every magnetic field has regions where it pushes and regions where it pulls, and these forces always balance out over a complete cycle. This brings us to a fundamental principle that governs our entire universe: energy conservation. Energy cannot be created from nothing. It can only be converted from one form to another. When your magnetic wheel spins, it's not creating energy out of thin air. Instead, it's converting stored energy from the initial setup into motion. Once that stored energy is used up, the motion stops. But even if we could somehow design a perfect magnetic arrangement that provided continuous force, we'd run into another universal rule: entropy, or the tendency for energy to be lost as heat, sound, and friction. Every real machine has moving parts that rub against each other, air resistance that slows things down, and tiny vibrations that dissipate energy. Even in the most perfectly engineered machine, some energy always gets lost in these processes. Consider a practical example. If you could achieve 99.9% efficiency in your perpetual motion machine, which would be extraordinarily good, you'd still lose 0.1% of your energy with each cycle. That might seem trivial, but it's like having a small leak in a boat. Eventually, even the tiniest leak will sink the ship after just 1,000 cycles. your super efficient machine would have lost more than half its energy and would grind to a halt. This is why real motors work differently. An electric motor uses electromagnets instead of permanent magnets. These electromagnets can be switched on and off in precise sequences, continuously pushing the motor in the same direction. But this switching requires a steady input of electrical energy. The motor converts electrical energy into mechanical motion, but it's not creating energy, it's just transforming it. The distinction is crucial. Permanent magnets can store and release energy, but they can't create it. They're like springs that can push back when compressed, or balls sitting at the top of a hill. They have potential energy that can be released, but once that energy is used, you need to put energy back into the system to reset it. This limitation isn't a failure of human engineering or a temporary obstacle that future technology will overcome. It's woven into the very fabric of reality. The laws of thermodynamics that prevent perpetual motion machines are the same laws that govern everything from the fusion reactions in stars to the chemical processes in our cells. So why do we have permanent magnets but not perpetual motion motors? Because magnets don't spend energy just by existing, while perpetual motion would require creating energy from nothing, something the universe simply doesn't allow. This might seem disappointing, but it's actually profound. These same physical laws that limit our engineering dreams also make life possible, keep stars burning in stable patterns, and ensure that the universe operates in predictable, reliable ways. Permanent magnets remain useful precisely because they obey these rules, storing energy efficiently and releasing it when needed, rather than promising the impossible gift of infinite power